So this is the animation. You can see the slightly animated and brightness is increasing in a very cool way. So let's build it. Hi everyone, welcome back. आज के इस वीडियो में हम लोग देखने वाले हैं हाउ टू क्रिएट दिस पोर्टफोलियो बैनर विथ HTML and CSS only. You can see there is an image which is animated. You can see there is lighting effect, how cool it's looking. And here is the gradient title and the gradient button. And this nice title with this creative border. Let's see how to create this. And there is also a grid background also. You can see how cool it's looking. So let's create it from scratch with HTML and CSS only. So here I have one index.html file, and let's create one more file, that is main.css. Let's create a boilerplate of HTML, that is okay. And for creating the banner, we will require a main section. You can avoid this section, but I am following the semantic HTML, so let's make it better with semantic HTML. And inside this we will take a section that is for the banner, and here I will give the class name as banner. And inside banner there will be two sections, the info and the second one is image part. So for that I will take two div. One is for info and second will be for image. Div class name image. Okay, and now inside info I have to put the h1, which will be title. Hi, I am Ashish, and here I will put the title, that is Frontend Developer. Let's give it a class name title, and here I will add my description. Okay, let's put some more text so that it can look like description. Okay, so I simply generated with lorem ipsum, but you can replace later with your own description. Now in image I have one image, so I'm using that. You can use your name in alt so that you can search in the Google whenever your site go live. Ashish Frontend Developer. This will help to rank in the Google by this name. And here I have this inside image, I have on profile image. Now let's just see this much HTML, how it looks currently. So open with live server. If you don't have the live server plugin, you can install the plugin from here, live server. And if you have live server, you can just click on the HTML. You can open from the here as well, or simply you can click with here, but I think I have already opened. So here you can see my HTML is here on left side, and the image is this which I added. Now we need the button as well, so let's just add the button, but we need two buttons. Let's first add just single button only for now, and here you can add the Google Drive link of your resume. Let's add the CSS. Let's link the CSS. You just link css./main.css. okay, and in the CSS let's just reset first. Box sizing will be border box for all the elements, margin 0 and padding 0. We are just resetting the default formatting of the browser. so that we can easily define our own property on these elements. And in the body, let's use a font. We are going to use the enter font, so just type enter font family and just take from the Google. Here you can get the link, so I will just simply, I already picked here. But let's first remove and let's show you how you can pick the Google font. So here just search your desired font, enter, and just click on the get font and get the embed code. You can get here the links, so you just simply copy the links, add in the head section, just format it, and let's just add the font family so that we define the font family in our body, because we want this font. Okay, now let's just design the banner. Now I want the banner should be minimum height of 100 bh and background of black. If background black, then color should be white so that it can be displayed well as triple F. Okay, let's see now how it's looking now. Okay, so but I have to show the left part and right part side by side, so I will have to use display flex here. So for that we can use display flex and justify content center, or you can use the space between as well, and align item will be center. Let's see now how it's looking now. Okay, so as the image is bigger, so it's taking all of the space, but let's just define the image size as well. Here I have the image view, I have to resize it. Okay, so let's give the fixed size for this image. So what I will do, I will just type the image, and inside image I have img, so I will give it width let's just give 400 pixel, and height I will keep it auto so that the aspect ratio will be maintained, and make sure the image is not stretched. So now you can see the image is looking like this. Now what I have to do, let's just fix the font size, just add the font size. So here in the banner h1 font size here I will use clamp so that it will be responsive font. The first one is minimum and last one is maximum, and the center one is dynamic, means the font size maximum can be 4 rem and minimum can be 2 rem. Okay, but here for now we are not using rem. Let's just define 30 pixel, 5 viewport width and 60 pixel. Okay, and line height let's give 1.2. so the title is looking like this for now. Let's increase the description as well, or we can just add the font size from here. For the banner font size, let's keep it 20 pixel, and let's give these both children as equal height. To keep as equal height, we can give flex 1. So for this image image comma dot info, flex should be 1. Okay, so that both children take equal height, equal width. Okay, and here we have to give the padding as well to the banner. So what we can do here, we can just give the padding. Let's give from top we will assign 100 pixel, and from left and right I will give 50 pixel. So now here you can see. Now let's style the button, or for the title we just want to give the spacing. So here dot title, I will give the margin 10 pixel from top and bottom and 0 from left to right. Okay, and let's style the button as well. So I have one button, let's take the two button, download CB and contact. Okay, so here you can give your telephone number like this, and let's just style it for now. So here dot btn, I want to give the padding 14 pixel and 40 pixel, background of linear gradient. I have to, let's just randomly, you can just assign the value and later on you can inspect and change the value. Okay, so from here I will inspect and choose the desired color from here. So linear gradient I want from left to right, so to right, and now I want to change the color from here. Let's just pick the proper color. I think this is better, and for this one, this purple color is nice, so let's just take it, and now you just simply paste it here. Fixed. Okay, now let's, as this is link, so I will just add text decoration none and border radius of 100 pixels so that I can make it rounded. Okay, and I want to add the color as white, color white. Okay, color white, and let's just group this in a div so that we can just make it flags, because I want it both button side by side. So if you want any containers children side by side, you can apply display flags. So here I am just adding the class btn group is formatted, and here dot btn group I will use display flags gap 20 pixels between the buttons, and I have to add the margin from top. So margin top will be 20 pixel, and left to right, from left and right 0 and bottom 0. Okay, so now here you can see this button is looking like this, but I want the second button as outline only, so I will just add the class, additional class here as outline, and here I will go and style it. If the button has dot outline, in the outline class I just want the border and background, and okay, that's fine. Okay, this is fine, but we can just give extra margin. Let's just increase the margin from the btn group. Let's keep it 30 pixel from the top, and for now it's looking like this. Let's give the padding, just some more padding here, and I would like to change it to the percentage so that it can be responsive. So here I will just use 8%. Okay, and I will make, let's just inspect it. Here you can see the image container is like this, but the image is not in center. So what I will do, I will just add text line center in the image, text line center, and it will be in center. So what I will do, I will just go to the image dot image, and here I will add text align center. Okay, and now you can see this is in proper center. And now you can see here is a sharp cut here, sharp edge here, but I want some smooth cutting here. So I will use mask image here. I will just add mask image as linear gradient to bottom as 000 black and transparent simple. Okay, and now you can see this is looking like this. And if I want to increase, I can just increase like this. I want a transparent part more. Okay, this is looking smoother now, or we can just decrease some values. We can just keep it 88%. Okay, and now let's make this title as gradient color. So for that, what I will do, as I want this part only as a gradient text, not whole text, so I will keep this text in span so that I can style that particular text. So here I will keep this text in the span. Okay, and let's give it a class name as gradient text so that we can style it, and later we can reuse this class to whenever we have to add gradient color to any text. So I will just add gradient text class, and now let's style it here. Dot gradient text. Here I will just add background linear gradient, and the value will be same like as we used it for the button. So I will make to right, and let's reuse the same color. And here you can use this CSS. So what basically it does, it fills the text element, the whole box as this gradient color, and later on it clips the background to the text only. And for that, to fill in the text, we need to make the color as transparent. Now here you can see the text is gradient here, and we have font inter. Okay, let's give the h1 font weight 900. Font weight 900. Okay, so that it can look thicker. And now let's design this. Add some gradient border before this. So for that, what we can do is, as this is title, so we will just add the before element to make that gradient border. So for that, what I will do, here you can go inside and add before element, as we want the element before the text. So we can use like this, content display inline block. Let's use this. Width should be not 100%. Let's just take the 50% only. Height should be 4 pixel, and gradient should be the same as we took from the text. And now if you see, you can see like this, but the margin top is more here, so let's just decrease it. You can use 7 pixel to make it in center. Let's inspect and fix it. Okay, so okay, two things you can do here is, you can make it flex, display flex, and just remove this. Instead of this, I will make align items as center, and by this you can solve the center problem. And now you can see this border is in center, but we can just assign a gap also. So here I can, as I'm using the display flex, so I can assign the gap as well. Let's just add the gap of okay, 10 pixel, I think fine. So I will just add 10 pixel. Okay, looks fine. Now I want not from top to bottom, but I want from right to left, so that it looks like decreasing width. So if I convert it to linear gradient to the right, okay, I want the another color as transparent. Okay, now I want this color on this side, so what I will do, I will just make it to left. So now it's going from this side to that side. Okay, so for now it's looking like this. Nice. Okay, now let's add the grid background here. So for that, what I will do here, we can just add with by using linear gradient. We can use the before element here, before content should be blank, display block, and height width will be 100%, height 100%, width should be 100%, so that it can cover to the whole space of the banner. And I will make this banner as position relative, because I will have to position this before element based on relative to this banner, and I will make it position absolute, and here I will add the background linear gradient, and here we will need two linear gradient, one like this, white and 1 pixel, transparent. Okay, and the second one should be, okay, one should be to right and the second one should be to bottom, so that we can cross the line. Let's just format it. Okay, here also I have to make it 1 pixel so that it can, okay, one more thing, I have to give the background size so that it can further repeat the pattern. So here I have to give the background size as 20 pixel, height and width. Now you can see it will repeat the pattern. And why this is coming? Because I have to position it from top 0 and left should be 0. Okay, now what I have to do, let's increase the block size, and for that I will have to just increase this background size 40 pixel. So what I have to do, we can just inspect and change the colors to more transparent color. Let's just decrease this transparency like this. Okay, just copy this and use this color instead of the white color, and now you can see our grid background is ready. Looks fine, right? Now what I have to do, I have to, let's just add the hover animation here. So for that, what I will do, I will add on the image that on hover on the image, it should be transform, it should be scale, and instead of adding transition here, I need to add the transition before the hover so that it can animate. And in the newer version of CSS, you can use nesting in the CSS as well, so I'm using here. Okay, instead of 1, let's just use 1.1, and if I hover, you can see there is some zoom effect. Looks fine, right? What more thing we can do, you can, instead of adding mask initially, we can increase mask on the hover. Initially we can just keep this masking to the default percentage, but on the hover we will increase the, okay. What else you can add here, let's change this color, just pick some more bright color for this. So for that, what we can just inspect it. Okay, just inspect the heading. So inside this, go to this pen, and I have to pick some more bright color. I think this is better. This looks better. Some lighter color. Okay, I think this is fine. So we have to go to gradient text and just paste it. Gradient text and use this color instead. Add colon here, and let's just use the same color for the button as well. So just copy this and add in the button as well. Button, where is button? Here. Okay, you can see the color is changed. Now here I have to change the pointer. So cursor here, we need to change the cursor from default to the pointer. So let's just change button. Cursor should be pointer. Cursor should be pointer on the button. Okay, why it is not updated? Okay, maybe this before element is coming to the over this. So let's just decrease the z index of this whole before element. Just use the z index as -1, or just increase the z index of container. Okay, you can increase the z index of the button. Z index of button is equal to 1, and let's add the position relative as well, so that z index is applied. Now you can see we getting here the cursor pointer. So this looking nice for now. Here we have this cool animation. Let's just add some micro interaction on the button as well, on the hover. So what we can do, on hover of this, we can translate in the y direction. Translate y, and we need to add just slight unit, just 8 pixel. So here's on the hover, it will go slightly up, and for the animation we need to add the transition. So here we will add alt 0.3s. So now you can see this is slightly animated. Okay, one more thing you can do here is you can just increase the font weight for this button. So we can change it to the font weight 600, so that is slightly bolder. Looks fine. One more thing we can do here is we can increase the size of this image. I think it should be 500 pixel. Let's just increase it to the 500 pixel. I think this looks better. One more thing I want to show you. Let's just animate this button, this image more. So what I have to do, I will use the mask size here. Mask size here should be 100 pixel, 100% width, but height will be 10%. Okay, but on the hover, so initially it will be like this. Okay, background repeat. Okay, mask repeat should be no repeat. Okay, so initially it will look like nothing, and on hover of this I will just increase this to 100%. So if you see here, okay, I need to add the transition here. Instead of this, I will just add the all property here. Now you can see this animation, but I need to show some part initially, so I will just keep it at 60%. This is width and this is height. Okay, so initially some part will be visible. When I will hover, the complete height will be visible. Now you can see this is animated. One more things what you can do here, you can keep this part in the circle, and when anyone hover on this, you can hide the circle behind it and display the full image. That will be more animated. Okay, we can try in the next video. Okay, so the next part will be another section. Till then, bye, thanks for watching. Let's meet in another video.